here from My Life in Arts and Crafts, and today I'm going to show you a really quick, you could do it as a Christmas gift. We don't have much time left before Christmas. These make awesome birthday gifts and Mother's Day gifts. So I made these adorable coasters, and these ones are actually for my friend. So I pulled pictures from her Instagram. So you can see that they're not perfect, and I did use something different on these than what I'm going to use in the project today. So for this one, I use this textured glass from Deco Art, and I really like the finish that it gives, but not so much that there's like lines. I don't like the texture of it so much, but I do like the finish. So today we're going to be using Mod Podge, and the reason I didn't use Mod Podge the first one is because I couldn't find mine. So we're going to be using Mod Podge, and this is the gloss. You can use any of them you want. I like the gloss with the photos. So for this project, you are going to need 4 coasters, which are actually tiles from Home Depot. These are about 16 cents a piece. You're going to need some of these little foam dots. This is a pack of 150. It's got brown ones and white ones. It doesn't matter since they're going on the bottom. You won't see them. They're 3/8 of an inch, and I think this pack was roughly $4 for 150 of them. If you get the smaller pack, they're actually more expensive if you work it out. So this is a really good pack to get. So you need 4 coasters or 4 tiles, so 16 cents a piece. This guy for three something. Mod Podge, which most of us have Mod Podge. I couldn't find any of mine. I have like tons of bottles of it. I couldn't find it. You're going to need 1 or 2 foam brushes. It depends. I might do a finish of the textured glass on top of it once it's all dry. I'm not sure yet. So I do have 2 foam brushes. I've got a piece of ribbon to tie up my coasters when I'm all done. And then I have 4 photos that I printed out on some photo paper and let them dry for a while. For these photos, I just sized a square. I actually use Pages because I'm a Mac user, so I use Pages, which is like Word. And I picked some of my favorite photos and sized a square and just used that square to kind of figure out where the photo would be and what would be a good square on the photo. So I think I have this photo that isn't quite a square because I got a little cut happy and cut too much of it off. So I just have a picture of my dogs and a picture of my cat. And this is actually a picture of my cat that just died. So I've got these 4 photos that are all roughly 3.5 inches square. And the tiles are 4x4, so they're just going to sit right on top of there. And then again, we need our foam dots. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip our coasters over, and we're going to put our foam dots on the back. And you're going to need 4, so 1 in each corner. And be careful because they will scratch up your furniture while you're trying to do this, so you might want to put a towel down or something. Take my Mod Podge. Okay. And sometimes these tiles are a little dirty when you get them. You can take a Windex pad to them if you need to. I'm not too worried about this other than the fact that I need it smooth. I don't care if it's dirty looking. So I'm just going to put a very thin coat of Mod Podge down in the center. Okay, so I'm going to go through and do that to all 4 of these. then you're just going to take your photo and put it in the center. Okay, so now I'm going to let that dry for a second. My Canon Pixma printer. So then once you've let your photo kind of sit on there for a minute or two, you're going to take Mod Podge and just do another thin coat across the top. Try to not spend too much time in one section, just because you don't want the ink to smear. Make sure you seal the edges pretty good. And then so once you're all done that, you're going to let these dry for probably about an hour, and then go in with another coat going the opposite way, and that's going to help smooth out some of their lines. And then when you're all done, you could take this textured glass and you just kind of scoop it out, and then take a palette knife or a scraper of some sort and you just scrape across it, and that'll fill in any of the gaps, and it will also give it a really nice shine. So those guys are going to dry. And these ones need one more coat of the textured glass. You can see how there's a little bit of bubbling in the paint, or the medium. So I am just going to take some textured glass. I'm going to open this up. Push these guys out of the way. Open this up. And this I've used to put glitter on stencils. So I've run this through stencils and put glitter on it, because it becomes this clear kind of, just really pretty kind of, I don't even know what, just, you can paint it, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. So it's just really kind of fun. So now I'm just going to scoop out some. And my lines are going that way, so I'm going to go this other way. Okay. And I'm just going to brush this on. And you can see that I have some lines, so it's kind of nice that I am going over it one more time to try and help get rid of some of those lines. And with it having a coating, I don't have to worry about smearing my pictures. If you get your pictures printed, you wouldn't have to worry about smearing them, but since I just did this at home, okay, so now I'm just going to take my gift card and I'm going to scrape in the opposite way. And that's going to show me where I've got some bubbles. I'm just going to go over it a couple times to smooth out some of those wrinkles. And looking at it from the side, it looks pretty good. Okay, so once it looks pretty good, I'm going to set it aside to dry. But that's it. It's super quick and super easy. Well, I guess it's not super quick because you have to wait for it to dry. But other than the dry time, it's a really easy project and it doesn't cost very much. So I will get these finished, and then you'll see some finished pictures over on my blog as well as at the end of here. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below, and I will get back to you soon.